Hello everyone, Super Smash Bros. Director Masahiro Sakurai here. By now you have seen the tweets. Dead Cells has one of the greatest crossovers in indie gaming coming out soon. Multiple weapons, multiple costumes, all being added to the game and for free. Today I want to give you an overview on the new things being introduced in Dead Cells. This first character has donned the legendary luchador mask and must find the strength and courage to save the president's daughter. This skin is of Juan Aguacate and features his iconic mask and wrestling belt. With the new ability Pollo Power, you can transform into a chicken that lays explosive eggs, destroying enemies across the map. You can run and jump just like the character normally would to evade attacks, while dropping multiple eggs that do critical damage on hit. The amount of eggs that drop are plenty, so don't be afraid if you happen to miss any. And on bosses, we recommend you come to a stop and plant as many eggs as possible to do the most damage you can. The next character has been traveling between worlds to find a cure for an insatiable illness. This hero is a staple in the genre, and we believe a lot of the players will enjoy the skin and the weapon that's added to the game. This one is easy to pick up, difficult to master, but we think you'll enjoy it. This version of the Drifter, not to be confused with the skin called Drifter, which is already in the game, features a flowing cape that is a major icon in the game's history. For the weapon, you'll be donning the Hard Light Sword and the Hard Light Gun, which is actually a two-handed weapon in the Dead Cells game. Use the Hard Light Gun to land marks on the enemy that you're shooting, as well as dealing damage typical of a ranged weapon. After landing the marks, you can do a critical attack with your sword, which has a very high modifier to its damage. Do be careful, as you cannot get your ammo back unless you hit the enemy that you've landed the mark on. We recommend, since this is a two-handed weapon, that you re-roll the affixes on both items separately. Perhaps you can find bonus ammo on the gun and bonus critical damage on the sword. This next character is a personal favorite of mine. They have actually done their own Dead Cells crossover in the game, and now we can do the same in Dead Cells. We think this character is a perfect fit because the danger you feel in that game is so recognizable in ours. The Explorer skin features the vest and the shoes, similar to what the character uses in Curse of the Dead Gods. And your weapon is the machete and pistol. Curse of the Dead Gods is actually known for its offhand combo attacks. It's a system that we don't have in Dead Cells, where your combo will change depending on the button input. In Dead Cells, the machete and pistol is a 3-hit combo. The first 2 slashes come from the sword. The second attack fires the pistol that bumps the enemies in front of you and applies a fire attack. The pistol attack does critical damage and hits in a cone above and below the character. You'll find that the range on the pistol is actually a lot longer than you may think, but I recommend that you don't try to snipe enemies across the arena. However, what you can do is search for bonus damage to fire attacks, or even bring in oil, such as oil sword, in your backpack. Moving on to the next character, this one is a lot smaller than the rest of the roster, but he packs just as much of a punch as anyone else. With bone in hand, we think we will really enjoy the kind of gameplay this character brings. Skul is perhaps one of the most interesting skins that we've added. The bone weapon opens up a combo string that is very unique to this weapon compared to anything else in Dead Cells. Again, this is a 1-2-3 combo, but if you land the second hit of the combo, Skul will actually spin, attacking the enemy multiple times and inflicting a critical hit every time. You won't get the critical spin if you don't land the hits of the combo, for example if you dodge roll after, but if you commit to the combo, you will find that it may have been worth it to take the hit in order to get out additional damage. In fact, I recommend you bring in recovery mutation, so if you do get hit, you can easily get that health back. The next skin is of a sole survivor of the Massacre of the Silent Sorrow. We think gamers will recognize the brutal nature of this character as they play through in Dead Cells. We wanted to really get that horror feel when playing Penitent 1 with the skin in Dead Cells. It may look taller than a normal skin, but don't worry, the hitbox is no different than what you're used to. We have also taken the opportunity to add the Face Flask as a usable skill. This flask opens up gameplay similar to the True Blood item, the Vampirism, but instead it's on a shorter cooldown with less cost involved. We think you may actually enjoy the Face Flask. Even outside of the heal, you can get electricity or poison clouds around you. Just be careful of using it if your HP is a little too low. And for the final crossover skin, Dead Cells is categorized as a Metroidvania, and we have perhaps one of the most iconic Metroidvania crossovers added to the game. We are very excited for this announcement, and we think you will be too. While the Night Vessel does not have a direct skin version that was available for Dead Cells, we do have the nail as a weapon. The nail is very unique as you can slash during a run animation, which is something unlike anything else in Dead Cells. Players who are experienced with Hollow Knight will know that you can attack upward and you can attack downward freely, which opens up new opportunities in combat never before seen. Critical damage is dealt when attacking upward and downward, but most importantly, a downward attack creates a pogo stick effect and allows for multiple critical combinations. You can even dodge a lot of abilities that require a jump with only a down slash. Experiment on different bosses to see where you no longer have to do a dodge roll, and now you can use the pogo stick instead. For update 26, we really wanted to push the envelope on what it means to have a crossover in a roguelike. We know that fans enjoy the fantasy of combining their favorite characters from different games, and our vision was to help make that a reality. We hope you'll like update 26 as much as I do, and I can't wait to see the kind of gameplay people discover on the island. But for now, good luck in your hunt for the skins, and I'll see you next time.